Kim Kardashian spoke out in favor of the jailed rapper Gunna in multiple posts shared to her Instagram stories on Thursday. The 41-year-old reality star wrote in consecutive text posts that the 29-year-old hitmaker was being held on no evidence after he was charged in May with his regular collaborator Young Thug, 31, and 26 others on gang-related charges, including murder and armed robbery. Kardashian, who has become an advocate for the wrongfully imprisoned in recent years, described what she considered to be a threadbare case against Gunna, real name, Sergio Kitchens. Imagine sitting in a jail cell for 155 days with no bond when the only evidence against you is a ticket for an unrelated window tint and someone saying you weren't in a gang, Kim began her text post. That's where my friend Sergio finds himself today after having his bond denied for the third time despite there being zero evidence that he committed a crime. She described the pleasure she had meeting the rapper earlier this year. Though she didn't specify the circumstances, both attended the Met Gala in New York City on May 2 of this year, just days before Gunna's arrest. He appreciated my interest in criminal justice reform and asked me to take a look at his cousin's case, she said, presumably referring to their first meeting. Kim added that she had lately been working with the musician's legal team, adding that, the facts of his case are yet another example of why the justice system is anything but just. The Kardashian star then laid out what she considered to be the relevant facts behind Gunna's incarceration. She noted that prosecutors alleged witness intimidation, but claimed that no one had actually said he threatened them, nor point out anyone else he had allegedly threatened. The ex-wife of Kanye West also expressed skepticism about prosecutors' claims that a nurse gave the rapper illegal drugs, as the nurse says this is untrue and there is zero evidence it happened. She suggested that prosecutors might even be misinterpreting a key piece of evidence. Prosecutors alleged he was in a gang based on a witness testimony, but when you read that testimony it says specifically that he is not in a gang and the witness doesn't really know him and the interview is 3 years old. Despite prosecutors allegedly not having evidence linking Gunna to any crimes, or have any information showing that he is a risk to the community, she noted that Sergio had his bond denied once again today, broken heart emoji. Kardashian said Gunna was likely to spend considerably more time in jail, as his trial in January would likely get a continuance, meaning he would sit in jail even longer. Sergio deserves better and we all should demand better, she concluded, adding the hashtag #FreeGunna. Although Gunna and the rapper Young Thug were arrested around the same time, Kim notably didn't mention him. Gunna is facing 1 count of conspiracy to violate (RICO), while Thug's charges are much more serious. Back in May, the Grammy Award-winning rapper Young Thug was arrested and booked on gang-related charges into the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta. The rapper, whose real name is Jeffrey Lamar Williams, 30, was charged with 1 count of attempted murder and 1 count of participating in criminal street gang activity after authorities accused him of renting a car that was used to carry out a 2015 drive-by shooting that claimed the life of 26-year-old Donovan Thomas. He was also charged with conspiracy to violate the Racketeer-Influenced and Corrupt Organizations (RICO) Act. Video footage posted to TikTok and Twitter showed several police vehicles outside a home in the upmarket Atlanta suburb of Buckhead on the day of Young Thug's arrest. The man, believed to be the Williams, could be seen being led away by police with his hands bound by zip-tie handcuffs. The rapper was taken into custody by Atlanta police, although few details were shared about the arrest. One photographer at the scene noted that 10 people were handcuffed and detained during the raid on Williams' home. Agents also tore Williams' home apart, according to TMZ, breaking down walls and digging up his backyard. Williams is accused of conspiring to associate with others for the common purposes of illegally obtaining money and property through a pattern of racketeering activity, according to the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. A grand jury indictment identified him and 27 others as members of the same street gang. The indictment runs a whopping 88 pages long, according to the New York Times. It alleges Williams is a founder of a criminal gang that has been operating in Atlanta since 2012, known as Young Slime Life or YSL. Authorities said YSL is affiliated with the infamous Bloods, which operate across the country. The indictment also alleges Williams and YSL member engaged in the activities including preserving, protecting and enhancing the reputation, power and territory of the enterprise through acts of racketeering activity including murder, assault and threats of violence, preserving, protecting and enhancing the reputation, power and territory of the enterprise by the posting of messages, images, videos and songs, demonstrating allegiance to the enterprise and a willingness to engage in violence on its behalf, maintaining armed individuals ready and willing to preserve, protect and enhance the reputation, power and territory of the enterprise through the use of violence, obtaining money, weapons and other property through acts of racketeering activity, including robbery, theft and the unlawful sale and distribution of drugs, obstructing law enforcement investigations and court proceedings through witness intimidation and attacks upon law enforcement officers. Some members have been charged with violent crimes including murder and attempted armed robbery. Williams' RICO Act charge stretches back to an alleged offense in January 2013, while his count of gang activity comes from allegations made in May 2018, according to jail records seen by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. According to the indictment, Williams is accused of renting a 2014 Infiniti sedan from Hertz that was allegedly used in the 2015 murder of Donovan Thomas Jr., who was killed in a drive-by shooting. Two other YSL associates, Christian Eppinger and Antonio Sumlin, are also accused of seeking Thug's permission to make a second murder attempt on fellow rapper YFN Lucy while he was imprisoned in Fulton County Jail. Lucy was allegedly stabbed while at the facility in February. "I'll tell you the response to any allegation, Mr. Williams committed no crime whatsoever and we will fight to my last drop of blood to clear him," his defense attorney Brian Steele said to WSB on Monday night. The RICO law has been a popular strategy for prosecutors to target the members of organized crime in the past. Williams is scheduled to make his first court appearance on Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. Williams' arrest comes as the district attorney, Fani Willis, vowed last week to crack down on street gangs in Atlanta. "We expect that in coming days, weeks and months that we will bring RICO indictments against gang members, even top-level gang members, to make sure that we rid them from our society," Willis said during an interview. Young Thug's Young Stoner Life, YSL, record label had been doing well over the past couple of years. Those associated with the label are referred to as being part of the Slime family. Young Thug released his debut album at the end of 2019 entitled So Much Fun and earned first #1 album. In the years that followed, the label's success continued with 4 more chart-topping releases, Gunna's Wanna and DS Forever. In total, he earned 3 No.1 albums on the Billboard chart and has collaborated with stars both in and outside of the rap world. The label released a 2021 compilation album called Slime Language 2 and Thugs Punk.